Trill City Films, bro. That's my shit. You got something, bro. You gonna make it.
The first tape that you dropped, what was the name of it?
Where I came from.
Where I Came From.
Yeah, and actually, I still only the only current tape that I dropped.
Okay.
I haven't officially dropped anything else because actually for this past year, two, I've been focusing on getting my career in barbering, getting taken off. So I mean, but nah, yeah, Where I Came From is the first tape, my first project.
Okay. So around the time when we met, we instantly just popped it off, man. What was that first video? Drink
Cup Hold Emotion.
Cup Hold Emotions.
Cup Hold Emotion.
That was a bad
Damn, bro. I ain't even thought of that song in a minute.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in a minute either.
Yeah, me
That's
either.
crazy.
And around that time, you were dealing with it or it just happened, but your mom passed.
No, she passed after.
After that.
I think, yeah, she passed. She passed after that. I think it was 2018. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, Cup Hold Emotions, and then a few years after that, you had a back injury.
No, it was like actually the year after. Yeah. So I think we shot Cup Hold Emotion in 2018. And then at the beginning of 2018, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Then 2019 came, and my mom passed away on Valentine's Day of 2019. And then I went paralyzed in August. Well, I was going paralyzed on and off. I was having a lot of spasms, back spasms. And I think August of 2019.
Yeah.
And then I actually went paralyzed, like the end of August or like the beginning of September. I had surgery in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had spine surgery in September.
And your music is like your real life, because we shot a video. What was that one called?
I think you mean the one Fed Up With My Pain.
Fed Up With My Pain, yeah.
So I'm gonna say that now on camera. That is not originally my song.
Right.
I did a cover of Derez Deshawn, Fed Up. So I took his Fed Up and I just pretty much did a cover of my own like Kovu mix. You know what I'm saying? So, but actually it's so crazy because that song, that freestyle or like that cover I did actually became like one of my most played songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had put all my pain into that one, cause I went through a lot. That year was tough for me, dog. Like I ain't never really went through so much pain back to back, like emotional and physical. Like it was so much, like, cause my mom, like, actually, I ain't trying to drag this out, bro.
Oh, you good.
You know, but so 2017, I had just ended a relationship. And I became a single parent. So my mama was the one, even though she had pancreatic cancer, she helped me out. She watched them while I went to work, and that's pretty much all I did, go to work, come home, take care of them. So, it was just me, her, and my big brother. Man, R.I.P. Big Bubs. Yeah, so I was going through that for a little bit. I just kind of, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gonna front, like, being a single parent for me. It's not. I ain't gonna say it's easy. It ain't nowhere near easy. But I think I was molded for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised by two single parents. So like, being that, like, I don't want to say I expected it because I didn't, and I ain't want it. But I think I was ready for it more than an average person would be. But even with that going on, I was still figuring out, that, and then, I was still going through a lot. And, you know, it's crazy how life is like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So I had just gotten into a relationship, I think, at the end of 2018. And, you know, everything was going cool. Everything was nice. But, you know, that didn't last too long. Then I had actually got, right before I got in that relationship and stuff started going up, I was in a whole custody situation. Then I got in a car wreck. I had wrecked my truck. And so, like, God looked out for me on that one. Cause I wasn't injured or anything. But I ain't had no vehicle. You know, my mom would let me drive her car or whatever, go to work. I come home, watch the kid, take care of the kid, make sure they fed, and then, you know, stuff had started coming along. You know, I was saving money. I had money, so that was cool. And then, but I was still trying to figure out how I was gonna take care of my kid because they wasn't in school yet. I think they was like one and three. Yeah, they were like 1 and 3. And so, you know, then 2018 came. At the end of 2018, I had met somebody, and you know, everything started going uphill. And then, boom, 2019, February of 2019, you know, my mama had to go to the hospital because, but that's crazy, bro. Like when you see somebody slowly leaving, they soul slowly leaving this physical earth, bro. That's different. You know what I'm saying? They're not them.
Yeah.
It's like they start becoming a shell of who they are, and it's crazy to see it firsthand. And for it to be somebody who you love probably more than anything and anybody in the world. Mm-hmm. You know, it's different. But when she went to the hospital, you know, we went to the hospital. I went to the hospital. They kept her in hospice. So, you know, I was I was in denial about her going. Like I knew I wasn't in denial. I knew she was going, but I just felt like it was more that they could have did. But in reality, it probably wasn't. You know. But she passed away in my arms. She took her last breath in my arm, and that was February. That was on Valentine's Day, and I say about 6 months after that, probably somewhere in August, when I started having back spasms, and they were getting worse and worse and worse, and I've had it like once or twice before, but this was different. Like it wasn't getting better, and like it'd be times where like I couldn't. It just felt like a lot of needles and electricity like going from my neck down, and but anyway, I got over. I went, boom, finally went to the hospital, and I went to like 5 different hospitals, bro, and nobody knew what was wrong with me. Some of them was like saying it was a muscle disorder, it's just a bunch of bull crap, bro. But I finally actually went to one hospital, and they took care of me, dog. When I had to have spine surgery, and it took me a while to get back on my feet. But yeah, it just seemed like 2019 was really a bad, hard year for me. And to be honest, bro, I just started bouncing back, like in some ways, because there's a lot of habits I picked up, you know, going through that, bad habits. And so like, not drugs or nothing, just like, not to an average person, they wouldn't call me lazy. But me being a Marine, being raised by a Marine, and just always being like, I'm like, let's get it done. I become a procrastinator, bro. Be real. And so I'm trying to work on that and get better at that. But yeah, that 2019 was a year for me, man. Crazy year for me. And so I went through a lot. So all in that where I came from, a lot of that came from that, from that experience. Yeah.
Yeah, so, man, I could definitely say this is one of the toughest people I know. He always bounced back the whole time. Every time I see him, he got his head up, smile on his face.
Man.
You know.
Shit, hey. And got to, dog.
Yeah.